One of the things shaitan wants is to keep you there, to keep you thinking about the past, to keep you thinking about what happened, and keep questioning, why did this happen to me? Why did this happen to me? Why did this happen to me? Maybe I deserve it. Maybe I'm cursed. Maybe I'm no good. This is why Allah is angry at me. This is why He made this happen to me. And so you live in that moment that happened some time ago that Allah actually brought you out of. But shaitan doesn't want you to come out of it. He wants you to stay in that hopelessness. Because he wants you to be convinced, like he's convinced, that Allah has no hope for him. Or that he's hopeless case. There's no turning back for him. Or that Allah hates him even. So people will develop, you and I might develop, because we're thinking about that event all the time, not just anger towards people who hurt us, but even towards Allah. Like, why did He let this happen to me? Why did He do this to me? I didn't deserve it. And so when you think about the kinds of experiences that prophets went through, ﷺ, you'll appreciate something. The prophets Allah talks about in the Quran are, in so many cases, people that had such difficult lives. They had such, even before they became prophets, they had extremely, extremely difficult lives. Think about the life of our own messenger, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, whose parents die in childhood, right? Who goes through, one care to another care to another care, and every time he has somebody that is basically taking care of him, they pass away, and he's passed on to someone else, and he's passed on to someone else. How difficult is that for a child? How difficult is it for a parent to lose their child? Our messenger experienced losing children, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And the thought to come, why did I deserve that should happen to me? Or why did my child deserve to die like this? And every time you see somebody else's child healthy and running around, it reminds you of the child that you don't have anymore. That sort of thing. So these are the kinds of pains Allah put even prophets through, ﷺ. The reason I'm saying that is for you and me to know that these pains that we experience in life are not a proof that Allah has cursed you, or Allah is angry at you, or you're going through bad experiences because Allah is mad at you and Allah is punishing you for something. That's not the case. Some of the best people that ever lived had very difficult lives, had very hard times. And it's not because Allah doesn't love them. So this life was made with trials, with difficulties that we have to learn to navigate. Shaitan wants us to believe everything that happens to us, somehow figure out a way to blame Allah for it. Figure out a way to blame Allah. Why? Because that's what he did. فَبِمَا أَغْوَيْتَنِي. He blamed Allah. When he refused to do sajda and he was cast out, he blamed Allah immediately. That's where he wants you to get to. And so he uses that past bad experience, that painful experience, to try to pull you away from Allah also.